Thanks for listening to Middle Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
And we are a podcast about all things strange and unusual, death and UFOs, and other creepy,
cults,
weird, random
ghosts.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I'm just naming things in the room.
Oh my god.
There's a cult of ghosts.
Welcome to Middle Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash here with Joel. I was going to have a fun thing to go into, but I was going to say something about how your ladies, he's single, he's ready to mingle.
Just stop.
You give him enough time and he might make you tingle.
Oh!
And then I was going to it's Joel!
Yeah, I was going to say acknowledge me, but you just did.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm just trying to get you some action, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
So, I mean, if that wasn't enough of an endorsement.
And then they're going to hear everything I'm about to say, so it doesn't matter. You can be like, this is the millionaire who just gives away money. And then I, say my thoughts. And
well, you're still, if you were really a millionaire, though, it wouldn't matter. You could still.
Maybe I am.
Maybe you are.
Maybe I am.
If that's the case, I'm going to be very upset. Because
I'm nickel and dimed you
we can have a studio right now. All right. Well, so this week we're going to review two movies.
Yeah. We're back this week. We've been gone.
Yeah. We were supposed to be here a couple weeks ago to review The Black Phone, which is what we'll be one of the two we'll be reviewing today.
Yeah, and Nope.
And we
took me to Nope for my birthday.
Yeah. But The Black Phone didn't happen because look, circumstances beyond our control happened.
We went to the flea market. We just got worn out.
Yep.
Worn out.
Just not in the right headspace to record. So we were in the headspace. I was in the headspace to nap.
I'm in the same headspace right now, but yeah.
So
I have had a nap today.
And then last weekend, I had the old.
We both did.
Sick. Yeah. Sick as hell. You were too.
Yep.
So we're back though now.
Yeah, we're stronger than ever.
I'm still coughing.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm stronger than ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna outlive Josh.
No, I'm still not strong as ever. So
I had a. This might be too much information, but I had a hydro and blow right before I came over. 420.
a hydro. Oh, okay.
You know what it is.
I thought you were talking about when you were sick. And
oh no, today.
When you said TMI, I thought it was gonna be something gross.
Well, this is pretty gross. I hit 420. You know where you hit it so hard it makes you puke. Mm-hmm. So it's hydro and blow, and that high you get after puking, where your eye. It was like empty stomach puke, where you're just retching at a certain point. But man, when you're done,
worth it.
Totally worth it. I was like 420. You won again.
Well, I'm glad that you were defeated in battle.
I just told you before we went on air. I popped the stress ball. I was sitting there squeezing a stress ball, and I looked down. It just has exploded all over my hand. I lost that stress ball.
What do you think that, you think you should take further actions now?
Buy more stress balls?
Buy more stress balls?
Okay.
No, you're not going to take it as a sign of, further action is necessary on, a professional level.
You mean talk to somebody? I'm
Yes.
talking to you right now.
Right.
This is it.
Oh, that's not good. That's the new podcast we should do is sessions with Joel.
Oh wow!
And I could put my my degree to use.
It could be a case study for
future. I think
future.
as long as I don't charge him money for it, I think it's legal.
All right. Well, I don't give a fuck about legality.
Yeah, we can just really get into some things.
Let's unwrap it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it'll be weird.
Like this isn't. What is this?
Compared to what that would be, I'll invest in a couch, even just so we can really.
Oh, I can't lay on your bed.
I mean, if you want to, I guess. Woo! A couch would be more comfortable. That bed sucks. So, we're going to review two movies.
Yeah.
We're going to do The Black Phone and Nope.
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
Yep. Nope.
Both will have spoilers. Both reviews will have spoilers. So if you have not seen
pause this and go watch them real fast and come back.
Yeah, real fast.
Although
I think Nope's.
I like on one of them. Can't remember what app it was, or maybe it was just my TV. But I can watch stuff in 2 times, and they still talk and stuff, so you can watch a movie sped up.
Somebody I read somebody on Twitter posted about how that's the only way they can watch movies. But so wait, the dialogue stays the same?
Yeah, like it's kind of sped up and it's not quite to the chipmunk level. You can only do it one time. If you do it the third time, it just fast forwards. You know? But I can't remember what app it was, or probably because I was high.
But I know YouTube, like you can do it on YouTube.
I don't think it was YouTube though, because I was like watching. It may have been like Peacock or Amazon, like trying to watch one of the movies that we did or something like that, but I saw it. I was like, wow, I can watch a movie like kind of sped up a little bit.
Is that what you...
Well, I mean, I've been watching Breaking Bad. I finished that. I just sped up through the dumb shit.
You're just no longer interested in watching anything the way that it was...
I want to be a warlock that controls time. Right. And that's the closest I can get.
Okay. You were probably a big fan of TiVo then.
Never had
a TiVo. Because that was like basically being a warlock.
Yeah.
That's when it came out. That was a brand new... That blew people's minds.
I heard tell about it.
Yeah,
Patton Oswalt talked about it.
Yes. Yeah, I never had one either because I was like, I'll just watch commercials. Like, they're not that...
Yeah, well, now I hate commercials.
Yeah, I mean, now. But at the time, I was like, yeah, I mean, the TiVo's like a few $100s. I can just watch a couple commercials here and there. It's not that bad.
It wasn't. I had a VCR. I used to program my VCR.
Yeah. You program it.
Yep.
I still have a VCR over there.
Party. Let's fuck it.
Yeah, there's the one over there. So, what do you want to do? Which one do you want to do first?
All right, let's do Nope.
Let's do Nope. Okay,
that's what we watched first.
Well, I watched Black Phone.
Oh yeah, you did
first.
Yeah.
I went.
This is about me.
Took my mom to see it because she was really into.
Yeah, I heard about it afterwards.
She thought it looked.
Thanks.
She was like, that actually looks really scary. So she hardly ever goes to movies, so I thought that would be a good
cool.
one.
Yeah.
So we'll do Nope. So Nope, of course. Jordan Peele. It's his third movie, correct?
Yeah, because Candyman's not really his, right?
Yeah.
He
that was
produced
producer.
it. Okay.
So first one was
Get Out.
Get Out. Then
Us.
And now Nope.
Nope.
So this is Jordan Peele's third movie. Before I watched it, there was a lot of hype. The trailers and everything didn't really tell you much.
Yeah, and I tried to avoid trailers because I
tried to avoid.
I just heard that it was
I
like,
possibly could.
Like I knew what they was. Us, they. Which one? What did we say the second one was? Us. Yeah. I knew what Us was, so I kind of I remembered how that ended, and I wanted to just go in knowing nothing.
Yeah, that's
like
how
the rest
I
of my
was.
life.
Like, other than like just people hyping the hell out of it, and like when it came out in theaters, I kept seeing people saying like that Jordan Peele was like the greatest director of all time, and like there was the big thing where
was it Jordan Peele and like a fake mustache?
Yes,
he has a mustache. It was but he had a fake mustache.
It was Michael Keegan.
Oh,
actually.
okay, yeah.
No, there was a weird thing that happened.
I like Jordan Peele.
There was a weird thing that happened on Twitter where somebody, I don't know if this guy it's one of the people that a lot of people follow for some reason that you don't understand why, but he tweeted out something about how he's seen Nope, and to him Jordan Peele is like the greatest director of all time, and I think he said something about like he referenced like John Carpenter, and like he's like even as much as I love and respect John Carpenter, Jordan Peele's the greatest, blah blah blah. So then
everybody totally accepted his opinion as his own and respected it.
Like if a bunch of random people like had arguments with whatever, that's just Twitter.
Yeah.
But I first noticed Patton Oswalt quote tweeted it and like went off, like just was a total asshole to the guy.
Yeah, he's a movie snob.
And then Jordan Peele quote tweeted it and basically was like, "That's fucking crazy. Don't say stupid shit." Like, I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But and I was just like, all right, so I don't know if the original guy is an asshole that, like, everyone just hates already.
Yeah.
And then it's whatever.
He just likes to put that stuff out there for reaction.
But, anyways.
He is a good director, but, I mean, you can't say he's better than all those other people because I don't think Jordan Peele would be as good a director without John Carpenter and, all the other directors that he, learned from watching the movies and stuff.
So, like we were saying, when the trailers for this started coming out, was the first trailer during the Super Bowl?
I think it was, yeah.
I think the first trailer was Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And really, I mean, up until the movie came out, the trailer never really gave away anything.
No.
So I don't think anybody knew what to expect. Even once it came out, before me and you went and saw it, I avoided everything.
Yeah.
So when me and you went and saw it, I think we both went in about the same level of like knowing what the fuck this was.
Ignorant bliss.
Because I didn't. So it is. It's about 2 hours and 10 minutes long.
It's long.
It is long.
It feels that too.
It
I liked
does.
it. I mean, my score later will reflect I did like it, but I didn't. I thought it was a little bit long.
So basically, the gist of the movie is, or what's going on in this movie is, you got a brother and sister played by Daniel Kaluuya, who is the same guy from Get Out.
Yeah.
Keke Palmer, she's his sister. Beginning of the movie, you got Keith David playing their dad, and they own a horse farm. They raise horses, or they train horses to be in movies.
Yeah.
So, beginning of the movie, there's a thing that happens, and stuff starts falling out of the sky, and all of a sudden, the dad is dead.
It was a nickel?
It was a nickel.
Yeah.
That fell from the sky. So everybody, like, my first thought was a plane had, like...
I think that's what they said later in the movie, too, that it was stuff from a plane.
They thought it was a... Yeah, so that's what I thought was going on. There was also a thing with... there's a whole side story with an 80s sitcom starring a chimp, where the chimp loses its shit and murders some of the cast.
Yeah.
So...
Fucks up the ones he doesn't murder.
So there's a lot going on in this thing. I'll let you kind of just describe what's happening in this thing.
Well, it's the like you said, they're raising horses or training horses for the movies, and it's just after the dad dies, the son takes over, tries to keep it going with the sister, but the sister's kind of in and out of the picture. Not really as devoted as the son, but horses start to go missing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, horses start to go missing. I mean, in the 80s side story, one kid survived it without being hurt, the actor, and he has a little town that he built out there.
A little amusement park.
Yeah, by the ranch. It's his
attraction.
From the show he did before the Ape Show. So it's really weird about that whole side story. I thought with Stephen
Yeun from Walking Dead.
Yeah, and I think you should leave. He gets sick off of the receipt.
I think you should leave.
The sketch show with Tim Roth.
Yeah. I was thinking movie-wise.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he plays Jupe because I think the place is called Jupiter's Landing.
Yeah, yep.
Is what the attraction is, and that was based off the first show he was in.
Yeah, it's like an old west town and stuff, and they had a well that you could look down and get your picture taken. That was the front of the poster for the show or whatever. But they had horse shows there.
And Daniel Kaluuya plays OJ, and he's been taking horses and selling them to Jupe.
Yeah. To keep the farm going.
Basically, keep the farm going, and then he keeps going back and rebuying them, trying to buy them back.
Yeah.
So, there's different stories happening all throughout the movie. So, there's the thing with Jupe and his place. There's the thing with OJ and his sister on the farm.
Yeah.
And then it keeps going back and showing us this 80s.
Yeah, I'm flashing back
to where the chimp freaked out. So, eventually, I don't even remember now how they started to think there was something in the air. Did they see it?
The one horse got out again, and then the power went out. When it would get close, the power would go out, and the horse ran off. And he noticed how the power down at the amusement park went out too. The thing was moving,
Right.
And that's when they went and decided to get cameras and
because they decide, the brother and sister decide that they're gonna capture this image, the first real footage of a UFO. And they're gonna sell it to tabloids at TMZ, and they're gonna make all this money.
They thought they saw it movement in the night and everything, but they wanted to get it on camera. Yeah.
So they go out, they meet this guy. His name is Angel. He's played by Brandon Perea, and they buy all this. He's just this dude working at basically it's a Best Buy.
Yeah.
They buy all this camera equipment off of him. He comes out and installs it for him, and then he's kind of involved in this whole thing.
Because the story works out alien, it's alien themed too.
Yeah.
Which I read that these are actual stores, like out in California.
Oh, is that an actual place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like, I think it's closed down now, but it was. That's how those stores would look.
Oh,
they all
okay.
had like a theme, and that one was alien theme.
Okay, well, that's kind of cool. So they set all the cameras up to capture this thing, and they start getting a little bit of footage here and there, but nothing, or like they don't really. I don't think I ever really even get footage at first.
No.
It keeps like shutting the cameras off. There's a bug at one point covering it.
Yeah.
And then the big reveal of the what you think is the UFO. Jupe is doing his big attraction that he does, where turns out
dozen of people.
Turns out that he has been basically sacrificing horses.
Yeah, feeding horses
To this UFO thing. In front of people, so he gives this big speech or whatever.
That was the first time in front of people. I think he's been doing it, and now he was trying to market off of that.
Okay.
So it's basically people trying to get rich off, either by picture or Jupe does it because he, they didn't know what kind of show it was, but like the horse was in the glass case, like covered up with the giant tarp or whatever, and he pulls it off. And
so when the thing comes up out of the sky and comes down and turns, and it's got the opening on the bottom, and it just starts vacuuming everybody in.
Yeah.
Like when we were sitting there, I don't like. To me, it was kind of like at first I thought it was kind of a cool idea, and when it showed them, like it shows them going up through it.
Yeah.
And like they're being like grinded up almost.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool, but it quickly kind of lost me. I don't know if you like. What did you think about the actual? It's called blue. What is it? Denim jeans.
Yeah,
jean jacket.
Jean jacket. Yeah. Well, I thought that was the horse's name.
No. Oh, but I think that's what people's been referring to the thing as jean jacket.
Yeah, it's just all kind of weird to me. I don't know. I don't really. I was still a little confused at that point, probably.
So I honestly, once we saw it, and it ate ate everybody, I guess.
Sucked them all up.
From there on, I honestly was pretty damn bored for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was like the big
reveal to
big reveal, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then it just like, so it
was them like kind of getting a Home Alone plan together.
They basically do. They start planning for how they're going to get footage of this thing. They bring in a world-renowned director from the movie. His name's Antlers Holst in the movie.
He's does a lot in the animal world.
He's supposed to be like, this. He can get like shots that no one can get.
Yeah,
is the whole thing. So like he brings like an IMAX camera to do it, which this movie was filmed in IMAX.
Yeah.
So he brings an IMAX camera, and they get everything set up. They get this like fucking elaborate plan that still doesn't really make sense to me. Like it didn't really work, and I don't know what the point of it was supposed to be. But they're gonna get this shot of it and lure it out, and they do, and the thing just keeps slowly going back and forth and like blooming.
It looks like a cloud. It like hides behind the cloud. And
it just kind of sits in a cloud. Like the cloud's not even actually there, or the cloud's like not moving.
Part of it's camouflage. Yeah, the cloud doesn't move, and the guy has the camera. That's its hand.
Yeah,
he cranks it with his hands. That way, it's not like.
Because the thing can shut off electric.
It's not dependent on any battery or anything
batteries
like
and
that.
stuff. So the thing finally kind of just comes out, and like it just kind of like starts blooming, I guess would be the way to say it. Like it just looks like drapes. I mean, I don't know.
It does. It's really white drapes.
And it just kind of kept
flowing.
Getting bigger and bigger and like more flowy.
Yeah.
And
you'd suck them up, but then some of them would not be sucked up.
Well, the one guy wrapped himself in barbed wire like he was the Sandman from ECW.
Well, yeah, it was barbed wire and that flag because it didn't like the flags. It couldn't really do anything with like flag or parachute material. They found out.
It's its one weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. This movie was so hyped up.
Yeah. My buddy saw it. He's like, "Oh, have you seen Nope like this before?" And I was like, "Not yet." He's like, "Oh, you gotta go see it." And I was like, "Ugh." I honestly wish you wouldn't have said that.
Like, I know that like we're reviewing this thing and that we completely butchered the plot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we missed a lot of stuff. Like,
we're middle-aged and we're mediocre, man.
But there's a lot to this movie that I just felt was like...
We can't say you're talking about 2-hour and 20-minute movie. Everything.
There's just a lot that goes on that... There's very cool shots in this thing.
Yeah.
It looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, the movie's gorgeous. Like, Jordan Peele knocked it out of the park with the looks of this thing. And it's impressive as hell.
Like the scene in the barn where he thinks someone's in the barn, like that was like 5 minutes of a little bit of suspense. But then, then it's just like the kids, and you're like, meh.
Yeah. Which never really understood the point of that. Even like, never really established why they did that. Never saw it again. Like those would have been cool. If those, I thought those looked like cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is kind of freaky. I was like, all right, cool. Like here we go. And then it was the kids. I was like.
The motorcycle from TMZ towards the end.
Random guy with a mirror helmet shows up.
Really,
I would have let him die.
Who's this guy? Yeah.
Yeah, he's from... Yeah, and then...
It would like kind of give you something, and then just be like, but back to this.
Yeah.
And then you're just kind of just sitting there watching it again.
So this is the first horror movie ever filmed at IMAX, which is pretty cool. It did make a ton of money.
They're already talking about a sequel.
So for a horror movie, that's cool. But... overall, I was pretty bored for the most part. I get that it's this brilliant movie that I just don't get it.
If I had the 3 to watch, I probably would watch Get Out and then Us and then this one.
This is
and I'm not even crazy about Us. Like I remember watching Us in the theater, and like just I hate to do a review inside a review, but I liked how Us was going. But then it just sort of, to me, like. The whole clone thing.
Yeah, it got weird.
It got a little too out of hand.
So, yeah, I mean, I
that's
know...
my own personal taste.
I've seen people online, like, have... Not really... I mean, they don't have to be negative. I've seen people online that don't have, like... That don't think this movie's as brilliant as everybody thinks. And immediately it's... You just don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I get it. Like, the shoe represents that, like, this is the thing, like, the spectacle.
Yeah, like... And like I said, I was talking to people on Twitter about that. They said they think that the reason the shoe is standing straight up and down like that is because that's how he has it displayed, and he's seen it displayed like that so much that whenever he's like, because we're in his memory about it, that's just how he sees it in his memory. Because I was watching the show, I was like, well, what supernatural force is making that shoe? Where nothing else in the scene is supernatural. It's just a fucking ape going crazy.
Right.
But there's just a shoe that's just standing straight up. That's impossible for that to happen. But yeah, if you're just in that guy's memory, and he has that whole little showroom about stuff dedicated to the chimp show, that's the way he has the shoe in that display box. So I was like, all right, well, that's kind of cool.
But also like so, the shoe. To me, the point of the shoe was, whether it was standing up or not, in actuality, that's what he looked at. Because if you look the chimp in the eye, it's gonna fucking attack you.
And that's the whole thing behind the Alien 2.
So he was looking away from the chimp, not making eye contact, and the chimp wasn't attacking him. Tried to do the fist bump thing with him, and then got his brains blew out. But yeah, so then like the kid should have learned the lesson. Like Jupe should have learned his lesson, but instead of not looking the spectacle and the thing in the eye, he tries to profit off of it, looks it right in the damn eye, and it kills him and a bunch of other people.
Up.
So
that is why this movie also is good, because I mean
it's an interesting
talking about
movie.
Stuff like that. There's not a lot of movies that you can, that you can kind of debate like that about what certain things mean, because a lot of it now is so heavy-handed. Like it's explained to you, and
to me
there's dialogue and everything.
To me, there's a big difference in like I respect this movie for being very pretty to look at, for having some pretty neat like things happening.
Yeah.
But overall, like there's something has to be said for entertainment value.
Yeah.
And I was just pretty bored for 2 hours.
I could have fallen asleep a couple times. I might have. I don't know.
I could have. You were like.
I was comfortable.
I have never seen someone get as comfortable as you get in a movie theater.
I was flat, baby. I was all the way flat.
You weren't just like, I'm not even talking about that part.
I was like all curled up on my side.
I'm talking about the part where like I look over and
my head on your lap.
I'm surprised you had shoes. Did you have shoes on?
Yes, I kept my shoes on.
Because you were like fetal position almost, just curled up. Yeah, like
I like to get comfy.
Like, for the love of God, we just are in public.
I just farting away, Just like I was at home.
The movie. So while we're in the theater, though, I thought it was gonna be another one of those times where there's just gonna be some dude talking.
Yeah.
Because that dude talked like he was just in his own fucking house.
The whole previews, yeah, he would just talk. And I tried not to look at you, and I tried not to look at them, and they were on my left, and you're on my right.
I kept leaning forward, and looking past you and looking at them.
And then they got the laser pointer out.
As soon as I started counting down in my head. I was like,
if I see it 2 more times, I'm saying something. I
started being like 15, 14.
Oh, okay.
You better put it away in a second, man.
That's what I was like, I can't look anywhere. I can't look at the laser pointer. I can't look at the guy. I can't look at Cash. Like, if I was a kid, like my parents were fighting, and I was like, who am I going to live with? I don't know.
Yeah. I hate going to the movies because of that. I always figure out a way to get the
There wasn't even that many people in the theater, but we just happened to get in the same rows.
Luckily, once the movie started,
yeah, they did.
They shut the fuck up.
Lucky for them.
So, I don't know. To me, out of 10, like taking the entertainment factor into account here.
Yep.
I mean, 6.5.
That's exactly what I had in my head. 6.5. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
it's better than bad, but it's just like you said. I love how you put it, like the entertainment factor.
Yeah.
In it.
I mean,
it's just too much where there just seems to be like 5-10 minutes of just people walking around. I don't know.
If you're gonna be like nerdy film student looking at it, I'm sure this is like close to a 10 for you. There's a lot there to appreciate. But just going and watching it, buying popcorn, sitting down and watching the theater.
I could never watch it again.
No, I will never watch it again.
Yeah. You can't say that. If some chick was like, let's watch Nope. You'd be like,
ain't gonna be watching it, you know what I mean?
You'd be like, Nope K.
You know what I mean?
Yo, don't watch movies with Cash. Ladies.
Oh, it'll be on. I mean, I would watch it again. I just, never on my own will I ever watch it. I'll say that much. Yeah. By my own choice.
Like if you're a buddy's here, you and your buddy are watching movies and they want to see Nope, you're going to play it for them because you're a good guy.
I mean,
that's what I like about you.
If it's my buddy,
yeah,
and they want to see Nope, no, we're not watching Nope.
You're like, fuck you.
Yeah. If it's just, you or like Tim or somebody, no, I'm good. We're not watching that.
I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll leave. It's your house. I'll still fucking
leave. You have fun.
I'll be back in 2.5 hours.
Be out of here.
Fucking don't look up at the sky. Suck my dick. Slam the door, walk out.
Yeah, I never really felt like there were... The best scene of the movie to me was right towards the end when... I think it was towards the... No, it was fucking 2 hours long. It was maybe middle-ish.
It was in the movie.
When the fucking... After it killed everybody. At the audience. I think it was here. Where it went back over the house, and it just dumped the blood.
Oh yeah,
was that right after that scene?
Yeah. Kind of 75% in or so.
I thought that was the best because the house, they did a great job with the look of the house. It was kind of dark because the thing was over it, and with the blood dripping down. I thought that was pretty awesome. To me, that was the best part of the movie. So.
And I forgot all about that part.
Yeah.
I'm just going along with you so you don't hurt me. But sure, blood on the house. I might have been when I was asleep. I don't know.
Well, then there was the part with Alf.
Ow!
When Alf fought the chimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, Willie!
And then the chimp tore his face off. See, that's the movie Jordan Peele should make.
Yeah!
Alf versus the chimp. All right, so... Yeah, Nope. I mean,
6.5. Watch it.
From me.
Whatever.
From me, it's a Nope.
Oh, shit.
So, next movie up. This one I'm going to have much more positive things to say about. And I think that's probably the reverse of what a film student critic would say. The Black
pretty
Phone.
Entertaining, though.
Which is now on...
so you went and wasted your money at the theater... But now it's on Amazon.
It's on Peacock.
Might be. And I watched that because I have your login. So this movie was free to me.
Nope is on Prime Video.
Oh,
for $20.
Oh, okay.
You can rent it for $20.
Well, I'm on your Prime, so I'll rent it later. I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to rent it. And you'd be like, did you rent Nope and watch it? And I'd be like, nope. I only rented it.
So Black Phone though is on Peacock for free as long as you have the subscription,
or buddy that
or
has
someone
it.
that has it.
Don't tell Peacock.
I don't think they care. I think they're just happy people were watching.
They're like, "What? Someone's talking about us?"
Yeah, one of the worst streaming services out there. Just absolutely,
we should have stopped.
Miserably bad streaming service. But hey, they're getting some. They're trying. I think
they're trying. Wait to try.
I have it because of the WWE Network, and the way they have just fucking ruined the network is so sad to me. Like, I tried to go in there the other day to find Bret Hart matches. If you go and do the search thing,
it's just FTR matches.
That'd be great. If you go in there and search for Bret Hart, you get 2 matches.
Two matches.
That's it. 2 matches, and then like.
Jerry Lawler and fucking...
I forget what 2 they even are.
Isaac Yankem.
I forget which 2 they even are now. But, like, you get those 2 matches, and then there's, like, old Coliseum videos of, like, the best of Bret Hart. But it doesn't show, like, it doesn't even break that down.
I have the Bret Hart DVD. I have it?
Both of them.
Okay.
So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up like, all right, well, fuck this. I'll find the DVDs. So, like, I'm, living in the fucking 90s. I'll find the DVDs. 2000s, whatever.
You poor man.
You
want to watch a Bret Hart match.
It's my struggle. You know what I mean? It's my struggle.
He's the best there is, the best there was, and probably the best there ever will be.
Yeah. I'm so glad he's getting the credit. I love that everybody now is like, oh yeah, Bret Hart's the greatest ever. I for years have been saying it, and everybody was like, well, maybe Shawn Michaels was really good. Anyways,
all right.
I digress.
Get down off your goddamn
So
soapbox.
let's go to the Black Phone.
The Black Phone.
So, I love this. This is based off of a short story by Joe Hill, which is Stephen King's son.
Okay. Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Ethan Hawke's in it?
Ethan
Hawke, I was watching this, I was like, he might be one of my favorite actors ever.
Ethan Hawke's great, man.
He's in so much shit that I've liked. Like, he was in one of the Blade movies, right? He was in the first Purge.
Was he in one of the Blade movies?
I'm pretty sure he was in the first Purge movie.
I'm pulling up his...
He was definitely in the first Purge movie. What else did I say?
You said one of the
Blade movies. Yeah, I think he was in the second Blade movie.
So, let's see here. Once I start seeing... So, Reality Bites.
Jeez, man.
White Fang 2, Myth of the White Wolf.
I haven't seen the first one. Don't spoil it.
Gattaca. The Newton Boys. Waking Life is that weird, like, animated thing. Training Day, of course.
Training Day, yeah, he got wet.
Yeah. Training Day was amazing. Before Sunset. Lord of War.
Maybe he wasn't in the Blade. Maybe
Are you thinking of Daybreakers?
Maybe I'm thinking Day. Was
There's
he
a
in
vampire
Daybreakers?
movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Daybreakers is the vampire movie he was in. Brooklyn's Finest.
There was someone else in the Blade movies, though.
Ryan Reynolds was in one of them.
Yeah.
The third one, Triple H.
Not that one. I think it was the first one. Who was like the young white guy in the first one?
The young white guy. I'll look. The young white guy in the first one.
This Black Phone review is off to a pretty good start.
The new Blade movie is going to have Mahershala. I can't ever say his name.
If he doesn't smoke weed the whole time while filming it, I won't watch it.
Mahershala Ali. Stephen Dorff was in the first.
Stephen Dorff, okay, yeah.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, Stephen Dorff and Ethan Hawke are kind of like... They're close in my brain.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
They're 2 very different actors.
I mean, they're both white.
They are both white. I will give you that. Chris Christopherson's in the Blade movie. Anyways.
Right, of Blade. Yeah, Ethan Hawke rocks.
You started this.
Hawke rocks.
Yeah,
in it.
He was just... so, Ethan Hawke plays the Grabber.
Uh-huh.
And then we got a kid named Mason Thames playing Finney. He's the main antagonist protagonist.
Isn't Finn one of the names from Stranger Things?
Yeah. No. Finn is the name of Mike. Mike's actual name is Finn Wolfhard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was something.
So this is Finney. His sister is Gwen.
She's the best.
She steals the show from me.
Yeah, she's the best.
Their dad is played by Jeremy Davies.
All these guys, I thought acting in the whole movie was really good.
Jeremy Davies is awesome. I was so pumped to see him. He's been in a shitload of stuff.
He's hard to like in the movie.
Oh, miserable.
He kind of gets a little redemption at the end there, but he's a real. You hate this motherfucker.
He was one of the best characters in Justified, the TV show.
All right, never watched it.
You should watch it. It's great. It's great. So the movie,
Blatant Justified.
This thing starts out like, one of the first scenes is two kids, what are they? Are they middle school, you think? Probably? Yeah, probably.
7th grade.
Probably 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Two kids
set
fighting.
in like the 70s, too, which I like.
Yeah.
It's like, I love movies that are set in the 70s and the 80s.
These two kids are fighting, and it is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, just right off the bat, like, the one kid gets the shit kicked out of him, the bigger kid, and he's just getting punched in the face.
Him and just punch them over and over. But we're following the main characters, so they walk away. So
as we're watching though, as soon as I see that, I was like, okay, this is gonna be like they're not worried about.
It grabs your attention.
Yeah,
that's a good beginning. You know how beginning, middle, end.
Yes, that's all. Did Nope have a beginning, middle, and end?
I don't even want to. Nope, I don't even.
So, the kid that was beating the shit out of the other kid is in the movie. His name's Robin.
Yeah.
He's Finney's like one friend.
Yeah.
Kind of, because Finney's kind of like
Finney
shy,
helps him like
quiet.
with his math and stuff.
Yeah. Finney's a smart kid, but he's kind of reserved and quiet.
But Robin's the type of kid too where he doesn't roll with cliques. He's just kind of his own
Robin's
guy.
like a loner, and he's a badass.
Yep.
He knows karate.
His dad was in Nam, I think they said.
What's the movie that they're talking about at the beginning?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
He went to watch that.
He's the cool kid.
Yeah,
he's that cool, stay away from that kid.
He's like, man, my knuckles bled all for his period. That fucker's got sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Paraphrasing, it wasn't exactly like that, but that's what he said.
So I liked their friendship, and I was really looking forward to when that came back around, when it did.
Because he gave him a little pep talk in the bathroom, just...
So, but
Jesus
what's
Christ, the fights in this movie, though.
While this movie's happening, or while the kids are going to school and everything, so their home life's not great. Their mom has died, I believe.
She killed herself.
Yeah, their mom killed herself.
Because she was having visions and stuff, and then
the dad is an alcoholic.
He didn't take it well.
And he is abusive as shit.
Yeah, man.
Says very awful things.
Beats him with a belt.
Him with a belt.
And
this is the 70s, though.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I got spanked. I mean, I wasn't beat with the belt, but I got hit with the belt. I was spanked with the belt.
So Jeremy Davies, though.
Should we talk about that, Doctor? Does therapy start now?
For the other podcast.
Okay, sorry.
Save it.
Okay. Let me push it back down.
Yeah.
Get back down.
Push those feelings.
Push it back down. So Ethan Hawke, he's man.
So, but while all the the school stuff's happening, there is in this small town there is kids are going missing.
Left and right.
Yeah. Probably up and down, left and
right, all over.
And they're calling the killer or the kidnapper the grabber.
Yep.
Were they calling it, or is that what kids around the town were calling it?
I'm sure the kids were. I don't know, but he was the grabber.
Yeah.
But because he kept getting away with it, no one would see anything.
He shows up in a black van.
Black van, that was it. Yeah.
There's always balloons. There's always black balloons.
Well, they didn't release that. That's what the girl had to dream of.
But I think they showed us, right? Didn't they?
Yeah, but the detective said they never released that to the public, though.
But we see it.
We see it as the audience.
We're in on it. You know what I mean?
God. As the audience, we're God. We're watching over.
That is interesting.
That's why you watch movies.
That's an interesting way to look at movies.
So look, Doc. Sometimes I just want to watch a movie. Nope.
Save it.
Okay. Put it down.
I don't want to hear about your fucking feelings on this podcast.
Okay.
So
shut it all off. I'm dead inside.
So naturally, our main character Finney, he gets abducted.
He gets got.
He gets grabbed. So,
and that was such a good scene, just like Ethan Hawke falling out of the back of the van and dropping all his groceries and just luring that kid in.
So
that's how, and he knew about it. His friends had been taken, so he knew the guy was out there. It's just.
But he's a nice kid.
He's a stupid kid. Kids are so dumb. If you're gonna steal something like a person,
let's just
steal
not
a kid.
even say what you're gonna say right there.
I feel like that's the easiest. Easiest.
I would not be saying what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should.
We don't endorse it.
No, but it's probably the easiest.
Not sure why you're
target.
Don't
know
why you're doing this.
Yeah, but
I would.
Okay,
I wouldn't say that though.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah, I mean,
I won't.
You're right. And I wouldn't say it. So Finney's kidnapped. His arm gets hurt.
He stabbed the guy.
Or he stabs the grabber.
Yeah, and the guy
with
sprays that shit with a pin. He had to light up
moon pin.
A flashlight, moon flashlight. Yeah.
That has a pin on it. Yeah, and he stabs him with it. So he takes him down into the basement.
But yeah, the guy knocks him out with the spray, so he has the pin in his hand when he's knocked out. So he wakes up with it still in his hand.
So he gets put in the basement. There's a mattress.
Yep.
And then off to the side and down a little corridor, there's a toilet.
Yep.
Some rolled up carpets.
Yeah.
And then that's about it.
He's like, I'm going to store this down here where I keep the kids.
There's a black phone on the wall.
Yeah. Disconnected.
An old
rotary
dial. Black phone. Disconnected, yeah.
Yep.
So, the grabber, played by Ethan Hawke, has this mask that is a two-piece mask that has
and throughout the movie, it's actually different.
He's depending on his mood.
Yeah, it's different parts of the mask.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
So, when he first grabs him, doesn't he have, a smile? He has, the creepy smile that we see in the trailer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he changes them depending on what's going on. And then this game kind of just becomes, or this movie becomes just the battle of will, I guess, from Finney against the grabber.
Yeah.
So,
and then we show the detectives looking for him still, and the sister looking for him. But yeah, it was mostly Finney and the grabber.
And the sister has, from her mom, she has the same ability that her mom did, which she has
and her dad hates it. That's part of the reason that he beats him and stuff.
Yeah,
because she would talk about it, and
the sister has visions and dreams, and she dreams
she dreamt of the balloons.
Yeah, she dreams of real things. Because doesn't she dream about one of the kids that got? Isn't that why she gets beat?
Yeah, because she called the kid's parents or something like that, and told them about how black balloons.
Yeah, so the detectives come to interview her at school. Yeah. And she's basically.
And the dad is pissed
tells them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
And
calls them fart knockers.
She's awesome. She's
I forgot about the term fart knocker. And she said it, and it made my day.
Which now it makes me think that if this was supposed to take place in the 70s, and she already said fart knocker, was that a thing that was being said before Beavis and Butthead? And then Beavis and Butthead brought it back around?
Oh, I was from Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. I don't remember where I heard it from.
That's where I first heard it.
I just knew fart knocker, but yeah, Butthead would call Beavis a fart knocker.
So that's where I first heard it. So
it's a great term.
It is. It's really. So the little girl's played by Madeline McGraw, and yeah, she's awesome.
Is that Tim McGraw's daughter?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
Faith Hill's
daughter. I'm not
daughter.
doing research.
Nope. I'm gonna say it is.
So she's really good. She's really entertaining throughout the whole thing. Has some great lines where she's just
because you root for her, because she's getting beat by the dad, or her and her brother are really good, really close.
If they made a live action Bob's Burgers movies, she is Louise.
Yeah,
1,000%. As while I was watching the movie, I just kind of kept picturing
put some bunny
that
ears
character,
on her.
that being Louise in there,
So strong-willed.
But yeah, so the kid, Finney, back in the basement. He starts, all of a sudden the phone rings, and that's not supposed to be happening because the phone's disconnected. So it's while he starts to answer this phone, the ghosts, or he can hear the voices, the disembodied voices of the other kids that have been grabbed.
They all have a certain little tiny hint that they try to give him.
Yeah, and they all help him to finally, in the end of the movie, escape.
Yeah.
Every piece they give him, he puts them all together at the end.
Yep.
And he tries each one individually, and it always fails.
He does escape for a second, but the guy catches him and throws him back down there, and then it leads to the great final fight.
If I was the kid, if I'm in this situation, and I escaped the first time, and I've been down there for days, and I think it's days probably, and I escape, and I get caught, he's just gonna have to kill me. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I'm done. I already tried it once. So I was like, nope. Nope, I thought I had it. I didn't. Go ahead, let's end this. I'm going to scream and you got to stab me. So, but Finney doesn't. Finney goes back down. So the only thing in the movie, a lot of people don't like that the phone is bulging at times, it's alive, it's breathing.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice that watching it.
Oh, did you not?
No.
Yeah, the phone and that happens in the short story too. They talk about how it looks like the phone's breathing, so you can see it kind of.
Well, it's
I mean, there's some supernatural stuff going on. So
it's
like,
the phone looks like because it's like that vessel
expanding and coming back.
Huh.
But then people
I'll watch it again, so I'll definitely go back watch it.
People don't like that we don't get enough backstory on the grabber, but to me, that just makes it like we'll probably get a movie at some point of the grabber, or something. But like, I don't need to know.
Yeah, who cares? Maybe he just flipped one day.
We don't know much about killers.
Yeah, said he was a magician. Maybe he really was a magician. He had the van for it. Maybe he just fucking got tired of kids. He's like, who kids. I bet would be easy to steal if I,
Well, the way
killing people.
So the way he's talking though, like he kind of keeps referring to like there being like
another
process though, kind of right?
Yeah.
Because like there's stages of what's happening.
Because he wants to wait for them to try to escape and be a bad boy. So there's definitely a backstory there.
There's something happening, but like I didn't need to know that to enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
So I was perfectly fine with what the movie gave me.
Totally.
So the only part of the movie though that I thought was like, come on, are you serious? Was when he finds the cord that's running along the and he takes the carpet roll and leans it up to the window and then runs the cord.
It up, yeah.
The cord is so flimsy and floppy.
I would think so.
That I'm like, that's not how that would work. Like you would never get that. But that's the one part of the movie that like I was like, hey, and that's so small it doesn't matter. But so the movie. Eventually, so we keep seeing this one guy that's a cokehead. Yeah. And at first, we kind of think that he's just like a dude that lives there that's obsessed with these kids.
Yeah, because they just happen to be. He calls the cops, and the cops. I don't know if they called the cops, or the cops were just like canvassing the area.
They were just canvassing it.
Yeah, but he's like, "Yeah, come on in," and he had the Pepe Sylvia, Charlie from Always Sunny, everything up
with the yarn tying the pins.
But the cops see the lines out, and they're like, "Okay, whatever." But
still,
and then, I would have thought of him as a suspect, if nothing else.
And I think that's kind of what, like, if they didn't give away that Ethan Hawke was the, like, in the previews and everything, if you didn't already know Ethan Hawke's the guy, that would have been a good character to, like, you're like, is it that dude? But it turns out that is actually Ethan Hawke's brother, who they live together across the street.
He thinks Ethan Hawke is out of town, but Ethan's just over across the street in that
And the whole time you think they're both in the same, because I kept getting very confused about...
Yeah, me too.
Like, where... I was like, so wait, why is the brother not... Like, I was very confused about the layout of this place.
So that was a good little surprise, though. I mean,
and then at the end, we find out, it's right across the street. There's a different house that
he would house them in the one basement and then put the dead kids in the other basement.
Yeah. So,
Spoiler!
The little girl, like... The one thing is that... I mean, it kind of works out, but, like, all the stuff with the little girl and the detectives doesn't really have a lot of effect on the movie. Like, we really didn't need it because...
It was just more suspense of, like, are they going to get to him in time?
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But like, Finney does it himself. Like, Finney escapes on his own.
Yeah, they're kind of there, though, because the daughter did get him to the house with the dead bodies in it.
And that was a great, like...
And the brother was already across the street at the other house, because he kind of... I guess the brother must have known that he did own that house across the street, because... The brother finally does figure it out, and that's why he goes down to the basement. Yeah. And Finney sees him, and, things happen.
And then,
that was awesome.
So, Finney, everybody, like, the dad, like, kind of looks like he maybe is going to get shit together and, like, hugs the kids at the end. And, like,
he begs for their forgiveness.
Great scene. Great act.
They're sitting in the back of the ambulance, and he literally gets on his hands and knees and just
that dude's, I mean, I fucking love that dude.
Yeah.
If you see anything...
there are some rough scenes with the dad and the kids.
Yeah, like, just real quick while I'm gushing about Jeremy Davies here, like, the dude's been in so much stuff that nobody ever, like, Saving Private Ryan, Ravenous, Solaris, Dogville, Rescue Dawn, Justified, the TV series. He plays Dickie Bennett, one of the best characters on the show. The show Lucifer, Twin Peaks, Sleepy Hollow, American Gods, The House that Jack Built, The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl.
Wow.
The Rookie, Black Phone. He's been in so much stuff. The dude's awesome and everything.
I mean, it was a small role, and he made it stand out.
Yeah, he's Australian.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, he's an Aussie, mate.
So, yeah. We got some Aussie listeners down under. So we did, till that point right then.
Crikey. So, I love this movie.
Yeah, I did.
I thought it was just the look of it. Everything was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was set back in the 70s, and it just had a different...
I'm like you. I love the 70s.
Like you can kind of just like I don't know. You can feel like the fall in the air. I mean, just the way it was so good.
I wish it would have came out closer to October. Really.
Yeah.
Because it's very Halloween.
Yeah, for sure.
It has to me out of 10, like I would go 8, 8.5.
8.5 is what I had same thing. Like I said, like I probably will never get anything at 10 because I'm always like, well, there's some way that something could be just a little bit better, you know.
Yeah, but this
is. I mean, I could watch this again.
I'll definitely be. Yeah. I'm getting.
I'd like to watch it and like hear the commentary on it, you know, of like just Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I gotta get the Blu-ray of this to get the. So the whole time I'm watching this, like I said, this is based on the short story by Joe Hill. So the whole time I'm watching it, I'm trying to in my head remember. Was that like the story? Was that what happened? So like as soon as I got home that day, I grabbed that book and read the story. So in my head, most of what happened in the movie happened in the book. And it kind of does. So, except a lot doesn't. So
it kind of does, except for a lot that doesn't.
So like they actually take a lot of direct verbiage, like a lot of the dialogue between Finney and the grabber. They take a lot of the actual direct dialogue between them and put it in the movie, like word for word. But in the book, in the short story, the grabber is a clown, not a magician.
I'm glad they changed that.
But he's also a big fat fuck.
Oh yeah.
Basically, he's just this big bald, fat, gross-looking clown. So
my ears are ringing.
So they changed that. I thought the character, the grabber, the movie version is way better.
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke fucking rules. And then in the short story, Finney's only there for a day because the process only takes a day. Most kids were killed almost immediately. There was no like big long drawn out thing. But Finney fights back in the short story and delays, like he stabs him just like he did. Yeah. So he delays it. And like there's only one kid. Only the ghost of one kid calls him. Yeah. So there's not like
three or four different ones.
And he basically tells them, you don't have much time. You gotta get out of there before the next morning, or you won't. You'll be dead. Yeah. So and then he does.
And eventually, that's what one of the kids says is like, you have.
This is the end. Yeah. This is your. Yeah. This is. So we don't really in the movie. We really don't know how many days he's down there.
But I remember. I think it's at one point he's like, I haven't eaten in days or something like that, and that's when he gives him the eggs.
So it definitely takes place over days compared to. But he does do the same thing with the phone.
Packs it with dirt.
Yeah. But it's a much quicker. There's no dog, like there's the movie.
Yeah, I forgot about the dog. Yeah.
So there's a lot of, and then he never actually kills. I might be lying. I don't think the phone thing happens. He never actually kills the grabber.
Yeah. In the story.
Yeah. The grabber hears the phone, and he hears the voices, and we're basically led to believe like that the ghosts are going to kill, and Finney escapes. Yeah. So the story's I love the story still, the way it's written. Mm-hmm. But the way they took that story and made this movie is so.
It sounds like it has a lot of the heart and soul of the story, but
it made its own thing.
I wonder if awesome. Joe Hill helped with the writing at all.
Maybe, I don't know. He was big at promoting it,
I've really enjoyed it. I'm gonna watch it.
Joe Hill was pretty cool. I went to see. He was in Charleston when one of his new books came out that I have actually. He was down there talking about it, and I went down to see him. It would have been awesome, but like 4 people brought babies with them, and just the whole time he's trying to talk.
Yeah.
About
babies were asking questions. Just like, what was it like growing up with Stephen King as your dad? Huh? Did you read it when you were younger?
The babies were asking questions like that. They were going like, wow, just that.
You're like, God damn it, babies!
Yeah, and he's like trying to like talk about like the writing process, and and then there's people there that don't fucking have kids that don't want to hear the goddamn babies crying.
Yeah, don't take a baby to an author.
So Didn't completely ruin my time, but it did.
You'll never be the same.
I'll never be the same. Don't take your fucking babies out in public, people.
Everywhere, anywhere.
Anywhere. Leave them at home. Take them. There should be baby designated spots. I think. Like there should be restaurants that.
This isn't therapy, Josh. I've unzipped you now.
I think we're done with the movie reviews.
Okay. Now baby reviews. Let's review babies.
I think there should be.
They're cute at times.
I think restaurants should be able to put on there no babies, so that some of us can go places where we don't have to fucking worry about it.
Definitely a movie theater. Like babies don't. Even if it's a fucking kids movie, babies don't know what the fuck's happening. They're like, it's dark.
Babies,
loud.
Babies are dumb as hell. I don't know if you
they're so stupid. If you really wanted to kidnap someone that couldn't put up a fight,
that's not even. No.
I mean, if you thought 12-year-old kids were easy,
right? But let's not. So
babies out of 10. What do you give them?
Fucking 0.5.
I give them like a 2.
Yeah, I'll go 0.5.
Like, when I see a baby like at work for like 10 seconds and they're out,
and you're like, oh, hey, that looks like every other baby ever.
But I've had a baby, so
did it look like every other baby ever?
She looks like a me. She looking like a me.
Okay, but kind of, Joel. If you shaved your beard and your mustache, you kind of look like every baby.
Yeah.
So
that's true. I'm just a big old baby.
I do too. If I shave all this off,
that makes me think of our new art, our new profile pic.
Yeah, so
because I look like a baby in that with a beard.
My a friend I work with, her name's Danielle Hickey. She does art. I'm trying to get her to do more with it to make money at it.
She got babies.
She's really, really good. She did some artwork for herself of her and her friends as Bob's Burgers characters. And then she did one of her and her kids as Bob's Burgers characters. And I was like, hey, I need to commission you to do one for the show.
Yeah. And
she was like, I'd love to. Just send me some reference stuff. So I just sent her a couple pictures of us. And the only really directions I gave her was base Joel off of Teddy and make me look mad. Or just make me just look annoyed.
Yeah.
Was basically what I said. And then I sent her the picture of you in the Ally shirt.
Yeah.
And then I sent her one of the pictures of me in a denim vest and hoodie, and I was like, I want to wear that, have Joel wear the Ally shirt, and then do whatever you want. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I might be Teddy for Halloween now. I'm thinking about it. I've been looking for like brown pants and a blue shirt. I'll shave my beard.
Be Teddy.
It's
like I told you.
You watch some hockey, Bob?
Like I told you, anytime I watch Bob's Burgers, which is basically every night.
Yeah.
If I see Teddy in an episode, I'm basically picturing you. And it makes me laugh. I love Teddy. He's my favorite character on the show.
Teddy's great.
So yeah, the artwork is
Teddy,
awesome.
I'd give him 9 out of 10.
Oh, Teddy's a 10 out of 10 for me, bud.
Nothing can be a 10 out of 10.
Oh, Teddy.
Teddy's a 10?
He does it. I kept thinking, I was like, do I want to be...
like Bob?
Because Bob, I was like, Bob with a beard or whatever. I almost thought Zeke.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of Zeke. But then I was like, it's going to be a weird, like...
Zeke's always so excited. Jimmy J! Jimmy Jew!
I love me some Zeke. He's one of my favorite characters. So, but yeah, the artwork is awesome.
Yeah, so thanks to her.
Went way more than I ever expected. It turned out so good. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Danielle. That was very cool. So, you got anything else? I think we pretty much...
I left it all out on the table.
We really, I think
I gave 110.
Team played great.
Yeah,
team played great today.
I gave 110% today. And I left it all out on the table.
I hope we did with the best we could.
Yeah.
I hope everybody appreciates what's going on.
If we could just make one person smile, I don't care. But cool.
Yes, back to babies being awful. I got at least another 4 hours of rants about that. Oh my God. Nothing will ruin my time, my day faster.
I'm a baby.
I'm sure if I don't know. There's an old Doug Stanhope bit where he talks about how everybody always says, well, once you have your own baby, it's different.
Yeah.
And his thing is, well, what if it's not? And he's like, one of his lines is about what if I just think it's funny to squirt lemon juice in its eye?
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, what if I'm just that fucked up? He's like, so what if, and I've kind of always looked at the same, maybe I would have my own kid and
He'd
be
the best dad.
Oh, it's a baby. It's great. It's mine.
You could like wipe his butt with comic books and.
What the fuck are we wiping butt?
I don't know.
Toilet paper and wipes. I know you don't use toilet paper. You use the wipes. Just like I have everything on special. Can't just use toilet paper like all the rest of us.
No.
They don't get jobs.
I'm too hipster for that. I use comic books.
You need to stop it. That hurts my feelings.
Hurts my beehole.
Oh, you're using them on yourself? Yeah. You should be doing that. You could probably get some real diseases up there. From the old ink. All right.
My old ink hole.
The old ink hole. The old ink squirter. Oh. That's what I've always called it.
Stop it. End it.
I don't know. How do we end this one?
Just stop.